This is the California fan palm, Washingtonia filifera, and I wanted to show you how it's looking after winter. This was the first winter where I actually tried to protect it, and by protect it I mean I did leave it outside, but it was under the overhangs on like my front step. So during winter this did not get rained on. It saw 24 degrees, a day and a half below freezing in the pot. I have not, so I did nothing for this other than keep it out of the rain. Generally I would leave it out and the rain would hit it and we'd get fungus and pretty much all the fronds would be dead in spring, and then it would take a couple spears before it started looking good again. But this year I kept it out of the rain, and I didn't really water it. I only watered it a little bit, just so it wasn't completely dry. But I wanted to show you what happened. So this was the spear that was inside during winter. These other ones, these other fronds here, which actually look pretty decent, were put out last year. And that is what happens. And that's just from the humidity, I guess, because it got no overhead rain. So not the best. This is the best this palm has looked, actually, but you can see it's kind of pulling back on these fronds. It's kind of sucking the juice out of them. But the new spear that I see now is actually looking pretty decent. It has a bit of browning up in the top portion, and you know, this is not from it drying out. These things are very drought tolerant. That was not the issue. Like, you can kind of see the black. I don't know if it's like a mold or a fungus that they develop. Here's a little bit better example. And when it's wet, the whole leaves will actually kind of turn that black color. So we don't get cold enough to kill these, but our combination of cool and wet, constantly wet, really do a number on these palms. So not recommended. This one is either pure filifera or filifera dominant hybrid of filifera and robusta. I'm waiting to see. Home Depot usually brings in robustas as well. This year, the year I bought this, they had both, and I went with filifera because I know how much cold they could take. I actually bought it hoping it was going to be a hybrid, but anyway, this year I'm going to buy a robusta because they are a little more tolerant of the damp, and I might actually, I'm thinking of planting it right here. And with the robusta, what I was thinking is I would just put a clear plexiglass over it during the winter, just 4 posts in the ground, just a plexiglass roof, and we'll see how the robustas handle it. Temperature wise, it should be okay for both of these, but you can see filifera, if I put this in the ground, it'll be toast. It always recovers, but I don't think it never looks good until this year. It looks okay because I did protect it, but if I left it out, it would take till the end of summer before it started looking good again, and that's not something I really want in my garden. So this is really best for a drier winter time climate. I think that they can handle summertime rains a bit better, but anyway, thanks for watching.